All right, so in this video, we're gonna add the timer to keep track of our time because the purpose of the racing car game is to make sure we can finish this track as fast as possible. And then if we have a timer that keeps track of our time, then we can try to beat our own time. We can try to play against our friends and see who can finish the race the fastest. And it's a little fun feature that's pretty easy to program. All right, so we'd already defined this in the early stages of building this program. We set time to 0 to start with, and we already defined the variable. So all we need to add is just a small little thing over here that just keeps track of it and just adds 1 to it every single second, right? So every single second that goes by, we just need to add 1 to that variable to keep track of the time, right? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna use another when flag is clicked, and this one is we're just gonna use to keep track of the time. So we're gonna say, and of course we're gonna keep this going as long as the game is going, and we're not gonna finish it before that, right? So we're just gonna say repeat until the finished is equal to 1, because remember when finished is equal to 1, that's when the game has finished. So repeat until finish is equal to 1. And we're going to say, hey, every time, just wait 1 second. And then just add 1 to time. So change time by 1. All right, so that's all we're doing. We're just keeping track of it, and we're just making sure we add the 1 second to it every single time. And also we need to make sure we tick time, because time needs to be displayed here, right? That's the only one. We don't want to display finished or checkpoint, or we're probably not even going to display speed because we don't really have to. But time is the one that we need to display, because we got to make sure that the players can see how much time they have or how long it took for them to finish the race. So we're going to bring this over here, and this is a cool little feature. If you double tap on this, you can change the way it looks, right? So if you double tap once, now it looks a little bit nicer. It's just the number over here, and it's no longer this ugly thing where you have time right next to it, right? Like that doesn't really look that good. So I think this looks much cleaner. So you can just use that and just put it in the corner right here, and just leave it be, and this will keep track of your time. It'll keep going up until the game ends, and once the game ends, it's going to freeze in place, because remember we said once, essentially repeat this until game is finished, and once the game is finished, it's not going to add any more time to our time counter. So let's just try this once. We're going to run the program, and you can see the time is going by. So let's try going through it again. We're going to try for a super fast race over here. Very nice. And we're going to go there. And we're just going to go over there. Very nice. And boom, there you go. And as you see, the time stops right there. So we finished this race in 35 seconds. I'm sure you can do much better than that. So go ahead and try it out yourself. Make sure that the timer is working properly and it stops when the game stops. And just see how fast you can go, right? Just try it once or twice on your own. And in the next videos, we're going to add the feature where we have multiple laps. We're probably going to add like something like 3 laps, so the game is a little bit more interesting, and it is a little bit longer, so it's not finished in 20 seconds, right? So we're going to add that in the next couple of videos, but for now, just make sure that the timer is working properly and it stops once the game finishes. All right, so do that, and I'll see you in the next video.